Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name's Chris with CBD Fishing, and first thing I want to talk about is I've created a new lure. Alright, I was really inspired by this molix lover bait because of the fact that Mike Iaconelli talked about it being able to go in a full 360. But I feel like there are times where the vibrations from this bait are just too overpowering to scare a lot of the fish, and I still want that action side to side, but at the same time I wanted something a little bit more. And what I did is I really looked at this hook sitting on the back and connected to a swivel, and I came up with my own kind of twist to this. Alright, so first things first, I'll show you the lure setup that I got here. This bait right here is basically a swim jig that's been made piece by piece. Alright, first thing we got here, same exact concept. I have it where I can go 360 and 360. Okay, so no matter how this gets hit, the fish is going to be able to get the hook set into it. Whether it's going to be the top of the mouth, the left, the right, the bottom of the jaw, there's going to be some pretty crazy hook sets with this thing. And I made sure I used a really tight flipping hook, so it was really heavy duty. It's made by VMC. Alright, so let me break this down so I can show you what this actually looks like. Alright, first we have a punch stop. Alright, I have the punch stop here by Paycheck Baits, followed by a 1/2 ounce River to Sea black tungsten weight. I really like tungsten. Use whatever you want, but this bait comes with inserts and protects my braid. Alright, next I have a Paycheck Baits punch skirt. Alright, you can use whatever punch skirt colors you want. I personally prefer the bead inside this punch skirt compared to everything else. A lot of punch skirts have tin beads, metal beads, they tear up, so I go with this brand. The next thing is the important thing to me, this glass bead. Alright, this glass bead does two things. It makes a little bit of noise when it slams up against that Paycheck bait rattle and that tungsten weight, and it also protects my line from this knot I have on my line. And you probably look at this and think, how's a glass bead going to protect my line? Well, when you think about that tungsten weight constantly slamming down on it, even if this punch stop is pulled back, it's going to allow it to basically break up the inertia from the impact. It's basically going to have all the weight carry from the tungsten to the Paycheck glass bead, or the Paycheck bait plastic bead, to the glass bead, and then in the knot. So it's going to break it down along the way. Now everything's connected, so it's not going to carry the vibrations all the way through as hard. Alright, science. Lovely, isn't it? Alright, so next I have a Spro double swivel, allowing this bait to spin in a complete circle this way, and this way as allowed to do everything I told you earlier. This bait is going to go full 360 and a full 360. Alright, one step above the molix lover. Of course, the molix lover has vibrations. This bait's not going to carry that. But I recommend putting on the back of this your favorite soft plastic, something that's going to have a lot of action. Whether you have any small plastic swim baits, maybe you want to put a shaky head worm, it's going to have a lot of vibration on the back of that. And basically all you're going to do when you put this thing in the water is you're just going to get it to the depth you want and start reeling it in. It's going to have a lot of motion depending on what you put on the back of this thing, and you'll really notice it. Alright, anyway, go out there, check this out, rig this however you feel. I personally prefer using Paycheck Baits, River to Sea, again Paycheck Baits, the glass bead, just a regular glass bead, alright, and the Spro swivel, and a VMC heavy duty flipping hook. This is a 2/0. Alright, like, subscribe, CBD Fishing. Anyway, go out there, keep tight lines, catching fish.